Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. So we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news that the global bond rally is rattling markets. Firstly, American consumer confidence has come in a tick higher than expected in January. Markets took that as meaning the US Fed is more likely to raise its federal funds rate at a quicker pace, and bond yields firmed, putting downward pressure on bond prices. Equities sagged because of that, and they're down more than 1% on Wall Street today. Meanwhile, the American home ownership rate rose to 64.2% in 2017. This is the first time in 13 years it has turned up. In China, troubled conglomerate HNA is said to be facing a cash crunch of as much as $3.3 billion before the end of March. The company claims all is well, but creditor banks are banding together to protect their interests. It's never a good sign when banks cooperate like this on a credit risk. The 2017 Eurozone economic growth rose to 2.5%, its fastest pace in a decade. Growth in France gave it a push. That compares to US growth of 2.3% on the same full-year basis. New Zealand's economic growth figures won't be released until late March, but are expected to be about 2.7%. Well, that will be sharply lower than the 4.1% real growth we had in 2016. Strong and sustained rises in both consumer and business confidence is building positive EU sentiment at levels not seen in a decade. In Australia, just a day after appointing an internal candidate to the CEO role, regulator ASIC has hit the bank with a new court action related to 2012 claims of rigging their swap rates. Australia has subsequently changed the way its BBSW is set. And Standard & Poor's have affirmed the New Zealand credit rating at AA stable. They say this is because they expect financial performance will remain sound, with a slowly improving net debt ratio during the next few years. They also say an upgrade is likely if the government's budget performance continues to improve in a sustained way. US Treasury 10-year yield is still firming, it's now at 2.73%, a gain of 3 basis points in the last 24 hours. The equivalent 10-year China sovereign bond is down just a little at 3.95%, and the equivalent New Zealand 10-year sovereign bond is up 1 basis point to 2.96%. Oil prices are down more than $1 today and currently at just under $64.50 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is now just under $69 a barrel. Gold is also down by another dollar and now at $1,340 an ounce. And the Kiwi dollar starts today higher at 73.3 US cents. On the cross rates, there are also small rises, and we're now at 90.8 Aussie cents and against the euro 59.2 euro cents. That puts the TWI just on 74. And we should note that the price of Bitcoin is now below $10,000. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.